Just wait. The host of Get Business Credit YouTube channel is about to go live on YouTube Cast to answer all your business credit building questions. Our host, Joshua Van Horn, is here for you during these tough times. But together, as we unite as one, we will get through this and build and rebuild business credit. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you haven't already done so. Josh is about to take YouTube by storm, and you don't want to miss what's coming. Just wait. The host of Get Business Credit YouTube channel is about to go live on YouTube Cast to answer all your business credit building questions. Our host, Joshua Van Horn, is here for you during these tough times. But together, as we unite as one, we will get through this and build and rebuild business credit. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you haven't already done so. Josh is about to take YouTube by storm, and you don't want to miss what's coming. Just wait. The host of Get Business Credit YouTube channel is about to go live on YouTube Cast to answer all your business credit building questions. Our host, Joshua Van Horn, is here for you during these tough times. But together, as we unite as one, we will get through this and build and rebuild business credit. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you haven't already done so. Josh is about to take YouTube by storm, and you don't want to miss what's coming. Just wait. The host of Get Business Credit YouTube channel is about to go live on YouTube Cast to answer all your business credit building questions. Our host. This is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh. Live from Columbus, Ohio, this is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up? Get Business Credit family. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys put a number 1 in the chat section if you guys can hear me okay? Keep changing studios recently. I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Is it too loud or too low? Let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all. All right. So before I get into this live stream, first of all, I just want to let all you guys know, I hope you all had a great Christmas and holidays, safe and happy New Year. And let's make 2025 better than ever when it comes to building business credit, of course. As you can see, you guys can see here, stacks and stacks of cards. Not saying I want you guys to go out and do the same thing I've done, but that's why I've been the guinea pig for you guys. Instead of going and getting, say, this many cards, just get, I don't know, let's just say this many cards with good limits, right? and the right cards that's useful for you as a business owner. So this live stream I'm going to cover a couple of things. This is not going to be a long live stream, but I have Divi up here. We're not going to be really talking about that, but I have a couple of things I wanted to kind of talk about. Some exciting news. First of all, I just want you guys to know, if anybody's tuning in right now, doesn't matter if you're one of my one-on-one mentorship students or not. If you're trying to build up business credit and you don't already have Fair Figure, you need to have it. You know why? Like I've been telling you these things, I've been pushing Fair Figure for about a year now because I had insight knowledge about what Fair Figure is trying to do and what's happening. Now you'll see what I'm basically was not able to tell you guys about. Now I can actually show it to you guys, okay? So for those that don't know about Fair Figure, I promoted them quite a bit. Even Aaron, the founder of Fair Figure, came here, Manila, in the Philippines to meet me. We had a meeting, talked about several things, how we can better things for not only people trying to build business credit, but just entrepreneurs in general, how to get funding. And there's a lot of moving parts with business credit when it comes to 2024 and 2025. Excuse me. You guys see this now? Before, you guys would only see on Fair Figure, you'd only see the foundation score and Equifax and Credit Safe. Now they report to Dun & Bradstreet. Even though you guys know how I am, I don't like Dun & Bradstreet, and I don't think Dun & Bradstreet's that important. However, the fact that you're going to be able to get Dun & Bradstreet reporting for no additional cost, it's a no-brainer. Like, I think with Nav Prime, it's like $50 a month. With Fair Figure, it's $30, less than $30 a month. And you get 50% off using my link that's in the description below. I think it's like $14.50 a month. So you're going to get that. But Aaron at Fair Figure gave me permission to let you guys know this too. Within the next 30 days, they're implementing Experian. So Fair Figure essentially will be the only tool out there when it comes to building business credit to get a business service trade line reported to all 4 bureaus and their own. So essentially you got 5. So you have Credit Safe, Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, and then Experian will be implemented, I believe, within the next 30 days. So even if you say we're to sign up now or you signed up in the past, that's all going to be implemented within their data within the next 30 to 60 days. So even if you signed up today, it's still going to count when it gets implemented. Say it doesn't get implemented for 30 to 60 days from now. But I can tell you guys right now, it is going to be, they are reporting, they already got everything worked out. I wouldn't be releasing this, and I wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't true. So what you're going to see is another box here in the coming weeks, near future, that's going to show Experian as well. So like Nav doesn't even have Credit Safe. And Credit Safe is a very important bureau nowadays. It wasn't so much before, now it is. So Fair Figure really has become, in my opinion, number one. Hands down, number one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm close with the founder, but Aaron, but the proof is in the pudding. They're showing you the data, and they're only like a little over a year old. How old is Nav? How old is eCredible? They've been around for many years. But Aaron at Fair Figure, he's really pushing so much as far as building things up within Fair Figure, not only for reporting, but capital as well. They have the Fair Figure Capital Card. And then they also work with partners for funding, and they're trying to get everything in house. So if you guys don't take advantage of signing up for Fair Figure for the small price that they charge, if you guys don't do that now and then they raise the price later, that's on you. But you can get locked into the price now. You know, I mean, honestly, if I was starting a business today, I would instantly sign up for Fair Figure. Hang on, let me get my Fair Figure card. Well, hold that thought. It's in my other bag, but Aaron just gave me the Fair Figure card. Anyways, the Fair Figure Capital card, that's separate than what you would get for just signing up for the Fair Figure Premium account. So you guys can see here, Fair Figure Premium account. That's going to get you all the reporting to the bureaus, right? And it's still going to get the Experian reporting once it's implemented. It's just there's a lot of moving parts. It's not an overnight process, but you're still going to get that. The Fair Figure Capital card, that's a separate trade line, just like NAV has with their NAV Prime. NAV has the NAV Prime card. It doesn't work on all locations like California. However, the Fair Figure trade line is separate than the Fair Figure Capital card. Now, would I advise anybody just to go and get the Fair Figure Capital card? I don't know. It depends on your situation. So it's the Fair Figure Capital card. It's not cheap. So, like if you, for instance, they approve you for 1,000 or 5,000. Let's just say 1,000, even number. They approve you for 1,000. You're probably going to have to pay back, depending on the payment terms. It's a weekly payment that's deducted out of your business bank account. And by the time it's all said and done, if it's 4 weeks or 8 weeks, depending on what you pick, you might pay $200 to $400 in financing fees. It's not something that's like long term that you should use, right? It's just for new businesses that want to get an extra trade line and get a financial trade line reporting, because it's two separate trade lines. So just to make it clear, and I want to overcomplicate things, but I would advise everybody to focus on signing up to Fair Figure Premium account. There's a free account you can get. You can do that, no problem. But if you use my link in the description, and I don't get paid anything, 100% telling you guys, I don't get paid a penny if you sign up or you don't sign up, all right? Fair Figure is a sponsor of the Get Business Credit YouTube channel, but it doesn't matter if you sign up or not. It doesn't make a difference if I don't get paid per sign up or anything like that, right? I'm just telling you guys, I've met the founder, Aaron, and he's a good guy, and he's trying to do some amazing things. And I think all these things will be accomplished. And I think, well, I can't say too much. All I can say is you'd be a fool not to sign up for Fair Figure. And I don't want to ramble too much, but this is the gist of things, right? So if I was just starting a business today, would I get NAV Prime? Yes, I would get NAV Prime. If I started a brand new LLC today, I'll tell you guys exactly what I would do. I would sign up for NAV Prime, get NAV Prime, sign up for eCredible as well. eCredible is different than NAV. eCredible, you can kind of self-report to Equifax and Credit Safe certain utilities and standard bills, like even Nextiva business phone service. There's several different. So I can't say how many trade lines you can actually get when it comes to eCredible. It could be one or it could be a dozen. It just depends what you use, utility wise. But I would definitely get eCredible, NAV Prime, and Fair Figure for sure. Like hands down. You guys should probably, some of you guys might know that like NAV was having a problem with Dun & Bradstreet for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, where they weren't showing Dun & Bradstreet. I don't even know if they are now. I'm not sure. Because I don't focus on all these little updates when it comes to these starter type vendors. Nav's been up and down so much. They've changed so much back and forth, but I still think it's a good tool to have for the price that you're paying. I would much rather you guys get these 3 accounts over getting Business T-shirt Club, CEO Creative, and any of these other starter vendors that people are promoting. Because these companies have either been around or they're data furnishers directly with the bureaus. And that's not easy, to get approved for, to get accepted with the bureaus, right? So, anyways, you guys have any business credit questions, put it in the comment section and I'll go answer those momentarily. I just wanted to kind of stress this out because this is a new thing. Literally, this just happened in the last couple of days where Fairfigure got everything implemented with Dun & Bradstreet, even though I've said that many times that Dun & Bradstreet's not really used much anymore when it comes to business funding. It is, but it isn't. So it's not really Dun & Bradstreet's score as a whole. Focusing on a paydex score is not important at all. But if you're already paying to build your Equifax business credit and then you get Dun & Bradstreet added for free, why not? It's just one more level of building your business credit. It helps. You can see kind of a pattern here, like kind of what I've been saying for many years. Experian is very hard to become a data furnisher for one, and you can see why Experian's not here. But they are in the process with Experian, and they've already been approved. So rest assured, I've seen that on the back end. Experian's coming. So I would sign up now because I can almost for certainty, I haven't heard this directly from Aaron, but I can tell you once Experian gets added, the price is, I'm sure, going to go up. If they're reporting to all the bureaus and they have upper hand over any competitor, the price is going to be higher than, I would say, probably even NAV Prime. And it's almost half the price of NAV Prime. Plus, you're going to get 50% off with my exclusive link. So I would definitely do that. Now, I don't want to get into all the other things when it comes to Fairfigure. It's self-explanatory. The capital part, that's on you. If you want to do that, I wouldn't advise to do that starting off if you're a brand new business. It's not recommended, in my opinion, even though that may help Fairfigure, but I don't advise that directly. Just sign up for the premium account. I think it's $29 a month. Use my link, you're going to get it for half off. I think it's $14.50. And use the uppercase GBC 50 or GBC 25. Either or, I believe both works. So, like I said, you'd be a fool if you're trying to build business credit up. I don't know it doesn't matter if you're established or you're brand new into business. Get NAV Prime, Fairfigure Premium, and eCredible. Those are like the go-to. I have all my one-on-one business credit mentorship students. Those are requirements they must do, period. That's like the foundation. And it's the easiest way to get all those initial trade lines reporting, even though they're not trade lines that are going to help you instantly get funding, but they're going to help kind of with the foundation. When you're building a house, you pour in the concrete. That's kind of what NAV Prime, Fairfigure, and eCredible are. It kind of shows us you're a legitimate business, So you guys go ahead and ask any questions right now about anything to do with business credit related. Let me know. And then I'm going to go on to the next topic. And Anita, long time no see. Do I still have the link discount for the NAV price? No, NAV took that away. They never gave anybody discount but me, but they did take that away once like new management. They got a new CEO and they took that away, which I don't know why, because I gave up my affiliate earnings for you guys to get that discount. And it doesn't make sense. Their business decisions, I don't know. I can't speak for them, but maybe that discount will come back shortly. The ugly, I'll just say the ugly. Which 3X you prefer? I just said it exactly. What I would tell you to do is sign up for the fairfigure.com. Use my link because it's going to get you 50% off. If not, you're going to pay $30 instead of 14 something a month. So that's the first thing I would do. Sign up for the Fair Figure, Nav Prime, and eCredible. Those three combined would get you, at very minimum, it's going to get you 3 trade lines across pretty much all 4 main bureaus, and potentially, depending on how you use it, how you use eCredible, and if you get approved for the Nav Prime card and the Fair Figure Capital card, then you could have anywhere from 3 to 5 at very minimum. But then if you utilize eCredible, you could get up to like 12 trade lines just with those 3 accounts. And those 3 accounts come out to being literally like $90 a month. So that alone will get you approved. Having those accounts, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to get approved for like Synchrony, JCPenney's, Lowe's, Floor and Decor. Just having those accounts alone for a couple months, that's going to get you, anywhere from 5 to 15,000. No PG, no problem. As long as your filmographic data on, say, Experian and Equifax is correct, then you should have no problem getting approved. You don't need any of these other starter vendors at all. That's why I'm really trying to push for you guys. Stay away from those starter vendors, Business T-Shirt Club, CEO Creative, anything like that. That's like a website that is pushing a credit line. The difference between, like, say, Fair Figure, Nav, and eCredible, and then say Summa Office Supplies or Strategic Network Solutions, Business T-Shirt Club. Difference between them is they're actually in compliance. They're providing a service. They're providing this. Why you're paying every month is they're providing you with the scores of your business credit. A Business T-Shirt Club, CEO Creative, any of those other starter vendors that charge like a monthly fee or a yearly fee, they're not showing you anything, but they're promising a trade line. And actually, 9 out of 10 times, they don't have a data furnishing license at all with any bureau, because it got taken from them because they're not in compliance, because they're charging a fee, and you cannot charge a fee and be reporting. You can't do that unless you're providing an actual service, such as Fair Figure, Nav. Like, they're providing a business credit score monitoring, the same as if it was on the personal side, say Experian or Credit Check Total or whoever it may be. It's like the same, you can't charge, like, say, a annual fee or a membership fee and then promise a credit line. They can promise you $100,000 credit limit for whatever shenanigans they're selling of stuff that you can't use and it's overpriced. But look anywhere, where do they report to? They're not going to show where they report on their website, but then if you email them and they tell you they actually report to, say, one of the major bureaus, I would really look closely to see if they really are, because there's a reason why they're not disclosing it publicly on their site, because that opens them up for a lawsuit. So when you see a site that just says this is going to help you build business credit, that's a very vague term. How it could help you build business credit is it could be, you could use it as a business credit reference, but who asks for reference? We're not in 1999, so nobody does that anymore. Maybe Macy's and Tiffany and Co. maybe calls references, but the majority it's not needed. So there's very vague terms that are used by these different starter vendors, and they're taking advantage of people that are trying to build business credit up. And if you just think about it, if they're charging $70, $80, $100 for a one-time fee for a year, and they get you sucked in paying that one fee, $100, and then you have several people on YouTube promoting them, and they're getting paid affiliate $30-$40 to promote them. You times that all up, the company made $30,000-$40,000, and it's some girl or guy sitting in his bedroom that has no product, and they're just drop shipping stuff they buy for $5 on Amazon, shipping it to you as a gift purchase. They bought it for $5 and they're charging you $50. They're not reporting. They've never even talked to the bureaus. If they talked to the bureaus, they would know better that they can't even report, because there's a lot of requirements to become a data furnisher. Like with my one-on-one business credit mentorship, I report to Credit Safe and Equifax. I'm the only one on YouTube that is publicly endorsed by Experian, but I can't even, being the only one that's endorsed by Experian Information Solutions, I can't even be a data furnisher to Experian. They're that strict. Plus, I don't have 500 mentorship students at one time in the last 6 months. I won't take on more than 60 students at one time. So, I don't meet the requirements, period, even if I'm, the only one endorsed by them. So that, since we're talking about that, anybody that is just tuning in, give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit all notifications turned on so you get notified. And if anybody's wanting to fast track their business credit for 2025, I offer one-on-one business credit mentorship. I think I have several students here in my chat right now. I can see at least 5 or 6 right now. But don't go on to my site here and register, because this is only if I do a consultation phone call with you and I accept you. I only accept about 5% of the people that contact me, just because the chemistry and the goals have to be aligned. But if I was to accept you, I'm just going to kind of show you guys the demo. And for the students and everybody else that already saw this, I apologize. It just, there's a lot of new people coming in. I just kind of want to break down what would happen if I do accept you as a one-on-one business credit mentorship student. If I accept you, you join one of the plans for the one-on-one. I'm going to have you come here. You're going to register. You're going to have your own username and password. You have to fill this out. That's so I can conduct a one-on-one audit about your business. It's going to ask basic questions. Do you have NAV Prime, NAV Boost, eCredible, so on and so forth. That allows me to do the whole audit on your business. And then after that, then you're going to notice within 24 hours that you're going to get notified of tasks. You're not going to see this many. This is just a demo account for me to show you guys. But for instance, let's say the Navan travel credit card. So I'm breaking it down very simple here. This is an older one, but we'll just click on it for example purposes. It's going to give you the instructions that I made these instructions to make it very simple. So you're going to actually click on that link. When you click on that link, then this is kind of the tutorial of the actual site, right? So you're going to go through all these steps just so there's no confusion at all. Do I do this with every single task? No. This is just kind of for demo purposes, I make it very easy for you to understand what you need to do, how you need to do it. So let's go back real quick because that's just like one example. And my mentorship is not just about business credit. It's about credibility, fundability, making sure you look 10 times bigger than you actually are for underwriters in the near future. Not like, don't contact me if you're trying to get like 100,000, 200,000 in the next week or so. Don't contact me. Anybody that promises you have good business credit built in 30 days, that's clickbait. It's impossible. It doesn't matter if you have an 850 FICO score and or whatever. It's shenanigans. Anyways, so like if based on what I find out with your one-on-one audit that I do about your business, I'm going to tell you, hey, I want you to apply for this. You can leverage it, Roadflex gas card. Or let's just say, what's another one here? The Parker card. It's a high limit e-commerce card. I'm not going to assign this to you unless you're in the e-commerce, business line industry. So if you're in transportation, I'm not going to assign this to you, but I break down exactly about what the card is, why I want you to do it, along with the detailed instructions. But let's go to something that's kind of that not many people talk about. A lot of people don't understand that to get approved for good business credit lines, you need to be listed with like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. So you can see here, I break that down, tell you exactly what you need to do, how you need to fill out and get listed. These are all free things. It only takes you 5-10 minutes to claim and get listed with the Better Business Bureau, Merchant Circle, Easy Local, U.S. Chamber of Commerce, chamberofcommerce.org. These are all free things to do that your business should be listed because manual underwriters, especially the no PG ones, will look and see if you're listed in these different business directories. 100%, I can guarantee you, without saying too much, I can guarantee you. Well, I just don't want to say too much because there's some news coming with a lot of underwriters soon. I can just tell you that these things are very important and you should do them now. Even if you're not one of my mentorship students and you're just hearing me now, I've made other videos about this in the last 4 or 5 months. Get listed on these different main directories, not little directories, but like Google profile, Google My Business. Get listed, get those listings verified. They're free. It doesn't cost any money. These are important steps to pass manual underwriting checks. Like Manta, LinkedIn, Foursquare, Yellow Pages. Like these are just different tasks. I'm not saying I'm going to have you do all these all at once, but if you're one of my one-on-one business credit mentorship students, I'm going to check all this during the audit process, that first 24 hours, and check. And based on what I find about your business, if it's new or established, based on what I find on the secondary databases is what I'm going to assign to you. So every week I'm going to assign 5 to 7 tasks for you to do every week. And you need to comment on each task that you completed it. If I tell you to apply for Lowe's and I say to you in the task, apply for only 3,500, when it says, what are you requesting? How much are you requesting? Don't put 20,000. I will tell you to put 20,000 if I think you can get approved for 20,000. But if you're a new business and you don't have many trade lines, the right trade lines, who cares about trade lines, honestly? And I don't care about scores either. Scores don't matter at all. You need to have the right trade lines and the right consistency to get approved. That's why with a lot of my students, they get approved the first time when I tell them apply for something, because they listen to what I tell them in the client portal I could have two students today and I tell them both to apply for Lowe's. One, I may say, tell them to apply for 9,500. The other student, I may say, apply for 2,500. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Okay. So, and there's a reason why I'm having you get Lowe's, even though you may not need Lowe's, but it's to build up the interbanking relationship, say with Synchrony. There's all, like I've said this so many times over and over, but I just have to keep on repeating it because there's so many people that are just tuning in that say are watching live or going to watch this replay. With business credit, there's no one size that fits all. That's why business credit courses are almost irrelevant nowadays. It was pretty straightforward before, even 4 or 5 years ago, but nowadays, Credit Suite and all these other people offering business credits courses, you're better off just watching some of my videos for free. Doing that, and you're going to get the same benefit, but to get the best chances for approval, watch my free content over paying Credit Suite $1,500 or $2,000 for a bunch of links, and half of those links are broken. There's just no point in it, you know. If you don't want to waste time and you want to get right to the point and you want one-on-one based on your goals and your situation, then just text me. Text me now, 937-423-9954. Link is, or the number is down below. And then we can do a consultation even tonight after this live or tomorrow or later this week. And, you know, we can see if you're a good fit for the program or not. But the minimum is 12 weeks commitment. It's 12, 16, 26, and 52. Depends. That's optional on how long you want to do the mentorship for, but I don't do it 1 month like other people. 12 weeks is really the minimum to get good results. So now I'll get over and answer questions now. And then you guys put in any questions in as well. I'll get to those. You guys give me 1 second, okay? 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just had to take a look quick bathroom break. Anyway, so all right. So I'm going to regurgitate this. Which of the 3 acts you prefer us to get? Like I said, definitely get the fair figure. The link should be in the description below. If it's not, or in the video description. If it's not, just reach out. So fair figure, nav prime, and eCredible. Get those. If you haven't got anything else yet, get that. And even if you already have others and you already started building up business credit and you have one or the other, doesn't matter. You should still have all 3 of those: fair figure, nav, and eCredible. Those are great tools in your arsenal. Hey, Stan. Hey, Josh. This is Stan. Happy New Year mentorship. Yeah, he's a new student. Just joined the mentorship. Appreciate you also joining the mentorship. It's a game changer for sure. All these students will come back months from now and I'm sure tell you guys how things have changed so much. Okay, if you have all three, then you're good. That's like you have the foundation, but you should still get registered with basic like Google profile, Yahoo, Bing, Chamber of Commerce, US Chamber, Merchant Circle, Manta. These are all free things that doesn't cost anything to do. If you're in my mentorship program, then I'm going to tell you exactly which ones to do, but you can do those yourself. Like I've made several videos about those. Those are things that, if you don't want to do the mentorship, you can do that yourself. It's not a problem. What's up, Doc? How many years does it take for LLC to look non? That's a weird question, Doc, but no, actually, no. As long as it hasn't changed state registrations, it doesn't matter. Like, that's why I said things have changed so much with business credit. As long as you have paid your annual fees with your state, then 7 years is fine. It doesn't matter. Like, they're not seeing your business bank account, so they don't know those things. Especially for like synchrony and traditional underwriters, they have no idea on if your business has made money or not made money. So that's kind of irrelevant. The only ones that would make a difference too, and it really doesn't make a difference. It does to get, say, the no PG funding credit lines, like say Divvy, like the fintech ones. They base basically most of their approvals on the last 90 days of the business bank account activity. So if you don't have business bank account activity, you could still get approved if you have good personal credit, even being no PG, because they would just do a soft pull like Debbie or Bill would. So I just want people to understand too that there's a misconception out there that business credit lines, if they ask for your social security number, then that means it's going to be PG. That's not true at all. Like 9 out of 10 times you have to give your social security number as the business owner. But that does not mean that it's personally guaranteeing. Okay. The only time it's going to be personally guaranteed is if they tell you, and it's usually pretty bold at the bottom when you give your social security number, it's going to say it's personally guaranteeing. But no, it doesn't necessarily look bad. They don't see things like underwriters don't see as much as you think they see. And one of these days, I'll try to show you my Equifax backend as an underwriter for my other business, so you guys can kind of see what an underwriter sees when they pull a business credit report. They definitely don't care about scores, I can tell you right now. Speaking of the devil, here you go. So that ugly, I'm just going to call that ugly, even though the picture's not ugly, but I was going to say that ugly. But, or Lala, whatever you prefer. But 80 paydex score, it doesn't matter if it's a 99 paydex score, a 100 paydex score, or a 10 paydex score. It means nothing to me, and it means nothing to 99% of all underwriters, nor does any business credit scores. And the reason I say that is honestly, you could start a new LLC today, get Fair Figure, eCredible, Nav Prime, and let's just say a net 30 vendor that's a real net 30 vendor that's not charging fees or whatever, like say Uline or Granger. And I don't even want to say Granger because they're reporting us kind of spotting. It's only to Dun & Bradstreet, but Uline reports directly to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. But say you got those 4, 2 reporting cycles, so 60 days later, you would have an 80 to 90 PADEX score and an 80 to 90 Experian Intel score, and probably around a 500 to 520 Equifax score. Credit safe, you'd probably be up there around 70 or 80. But then go and try to apply for actual business capital, business funding. You're not going to get anything unless you can show your business is generating a lot of revenue, gross. So if you're just like, if you're pre-revenue or you don't have a lot of revenue coming in, like honestly, these scores mean nothing. Like you can manipulate scores so easily. It's not a hard thing to do. So I couldn't tell you how many people come to me, text me for consultation, and they say, Josh, I have a 90 PADEX score. I have a 95 PADEX score. I have a 80 or 90 Experian Intel score. But why are you contacting me then? Like, the reason they're contacting me is because they know they can't get approved. They've tried to get approved and they can't, because a score means nothing. A score is just an algorithm, takes into consideration a few factors. So it's like easy to manipulate something if you know the math. That's kind of what all these other people on YouTube are talking about on business credit. They teach you how to get 80 PADEX score or good business credit scores, but those good business credit scores aren't like having a 750 or 800 personal FICO score. Like it means nothing, honestly. A 90 PADEX score is not equivalent to even a 500 FICO score on the personal side at all. Scores on the business credit side only matter when you have consistent trade lines with consistent reporting data for a minimum of 90 days. It's a quarterly payment trend that matters. It's continuous trades, continuous payment experiences. So that's what actually matters. And that's why with my mentorship, that's what I have all my students do. I don't have you go after get as many trade lines as you can. No, why? It looks fishy anyways. It looks suspicious if you have a whole bunch of trade lines and they're not being used. Like they're only being used once a year, twice a year. Like it's pointless. It shows that you're trying to manipulate. Let's not do that, okay? It's not 2010 and it's not even 2020. Some things you can get away with a little bit differently during COVID, but so much have changed since then when it comes to underwriters kind of catching on to certain tricks that people were teaching on YouTube, not me, but others were teaching on YouTube, kind of showing you how to commit fraud with starting a new LLC. And that's not something that, I will even touch on. That's why I'm picky on who I accept as students, So anybody that's honest and wants to actually build real business credit up and is not looking for 100,000 in the next week, but looking for good business credit, build up, and could get 300, 500,000, a million over the next, say, 90 to 180 days, or even 2 years down the line, then you should contact me. If you want to go in the right direction, text me 937-423-9954. It's up to you, honestly. So, I get 10, 20 people a day contact me for consultations. And, I would say 50%, they're just looking for quick money. And those consultation calls, they only last for about 5 minutes. I make it very short and let the person know. Like, just because I have the Centurion Black Invite Only American Express card, don't contact me if you just want to get that card, because I don't suggest anybody get that card. It's not even a good card. I have it just because I was the kind of the guinea pig and stuff, but let me see here. There's other cards that are way better, honestly. And just to let you guys know, you don't need good personal credit to get business, or you don't need good personal credit to build up business credit. However, it does help if you have like 650 or higher Experian personal FICO score, then it's going to make your business credit journey a lot easier than if you have, say, a 550. And that's not because there's personal guaranteeing involved. Even the no PG ones will do, some of, not all, will do soft pulls on your personal credit. So if you just demonstrate bad behavior with finances of your personal, don't expect that you're going to get major results when it comes to business credit. Not to say that you can't get a lot of business credit if you're in that situation, because you can. I have a couple students that I did accept that they understand the situation. So I took them on and they understand that, hey, I'm not God, I can't work miracles. They join the mentorship. They have bad personal credit. And somebody with bad personal credit, when I say bad, I mean like in the low 500s. And say you're in the same exact situation as far as starting the business at the same time, say June of 2024, two people, one person that has a 550 personal FICO versus somebody that has a 700 personal FICO. But their businesses are both transportation businesses, started the same month, and they're in the same state and everything, industry code, snack code, SIC codes, all that. And they did the same exact things that I told them to do. I can guarantee you the one with the higher credit score on the personal side is going to have, after say 90 days in the mentorship, they're going to get more approvals or higher approval limits than the one with the lower personal credit score. But that's not to say that somebody with bad personal credit can't get decent amount of business credit, because you can. But if anybody out there tells you no PG, bad personal credit, like many of these other YouTubers will have this clickbait thumbnail saying 100,000, no social security number required, and build business credit fast, perfect business credit in 30 days. They're liars. I can tell you that right now. They're liars, period. They're just clickbait. They're just trying to get you to watch to get ad revenue. Realistically, if you work hard and you have bad personal credit, then you could probably get 30 to 50,000 of no PG business credit in the first couple months. And then how you use that is going to dictate how much you get after that. So I'm not going to say even with bad personal credit, you can't get $1 million. You could, depends how you use those initial credit lines. So if you use those initial credit lines to leverage to get other credit lines, then yeah, you could definitely keep stacking those and then literally turn 30, 40,000 no PG business credit lines into 500,000. No problem with bad personal credit. But it's a lot easier if you have say a 650 or a 750 FICO score. You're going to get to that 500,000 much quicker than somebody with a 550, period. That's basically what I'm trying to get at there. I'm sorry, I ramble a bit too much. Sorry, it's just looking here. It's a problem. Too many cards. anyways, get kind of sidetracked there. But anyways, you guys don't get hung up on the scores, okay? That's, I guess, my point. Brian says, what would be a minimum personal credit score to achieve before working on business credit? See, this is like one of the biggest things that I try to let people know is the wrong way to think about business credit. Even if you have bad personal credit, the whole point of building business credit is so your personal credit is less of a factor, right? So to get NAV, Fair Figure, eCredible, those don't require to have any credit score, right? So you should be working on your business credit at the same time of if you have bad personal credit or no personal credit, you should be doing both at the same time. And it doesn't cost much at all to do that. You're not doing the mentorship, just do it on your own. Doing just those tips I just told you. But don't wait until you have good personal credit to then work on your business credit. Because if you do it that way, then you're just setting yourself up for more delays, and you could be missing out on opportunities because there's some credit lines on the business credit side that you could get grandfathered in before they say change underwriters or change providers or change requirements. So you get grandfathered in. Like one example, I still have the Synchrony Amazon Net 55, but that went away like over 2 years ago, and like 90% of all accounts got closed that had it. Even people that had it for many years, it still got closed. Even they were good paying, paid on time, all that, it still got closed. For mine didn't get closed, I still have it. I can't tell you exactly why I still have it, but somehow I got grandfathered into it. It might come down to how much I spend. I spend quite a bit on Amazon for my different businesses, but no, that's the wrong way to think about it, Brian. Like, you should be working on your business credit yesterday. Doesn't matter what your personal credit's like. You should still be working on your business credit yesterday. You need the age, and you need to build up that consistency. Even if you're not actively building up business credit, at least get the Fair Figure premium account, NAV Prime, and eCredible. Just like that's less than $100 a month. Do that at least for 3 months straight. That's going to show some good reporting for you. And you'd be amazed what that would actually get you. Is it going to get you a 6-figure loan? No. It might actually if you start having revenue coming in. But if you don't have any revenue coming in and you have those consistently for 3 months, that can get you several other accounts that are traditional ones like say JCPenney's, Lowe's, even possibly Sam's Club. There's like 5 or 6 accounts that you could probably get just by having those accounts. Can you get them right away? No, but pretty much all my students have those accounts. They get those accounts. Even if they get denied the first time or get denied the second time, they get approved by the third time, always. The whole reason for my mentorship is you kind of get to take the guesswork out. You don't have to spend the time figuring out when the right time is for anything. Because I'm studying that every week. Every week, Sundays or Mondays is when I typically assign new tasks to every active student. I give you 5 to 7 tasks based on what you did the week prior. And every week it gets more fine-tuned. But every week you need to spend 1 to 2 hours of your time per week, not necessarily with me, but within the client portal of the tasks that I assign to you. So for anybody that is interested, I will probably maybe do a few consultations tonight. What is it, 10 now? So I typically work like Pacific Standard Time. So, if you text me 937-423-9954, I already have a couple texts that came through. But if you text me now that you want to do a consultation after the live, or you want to schedule one for say tomorrow or later this week, just text me now, and then we can dial something and I'll text you back definitely tonight, and then we can go from there. Let's see here. Okay, Lala, no PG business credit does not need your personal credit score. Yes and no. So no personal guarantee, so no PG business credit actually stands for no personal guarantee, meaning if the underwriter gives you, say, a $10,000 loan, say somebody's calling now from one of you guys watching, but don't call because it's my personal cell phone. Just text, and then I'll get back to you. I'll text you back. That's my T-Mobile line. But anyways, no PG stands for no personal guarantee. So if me as an underwriter, I'm offering you no personal guarantee credit line, that doesn't mean I'm not going to check your credit. I may check your personal credit, and a lot of times they do. But that's not the only factor. Like say Divvy, Bill, they will approve people even with bad personal credit if you have good business credit and you have business revenue coming in for the last, say, 90 days. But if you don't have good business credit or you don't have any business credit built up and you don't have any revenue coming in, then they're going to require you to have a good personal credit score, and they'll approve you, even though it's no PG, but it's a soft pull on your personal credit. So too many people confuse the meaning of like no PG. The only thing no PG means is if you default on whatever that loan is or that credit line is, that means they can't personally come back at you as a person, and they can't go to your personal credit, even though they might have checked your personal credit to offer you the credit line, the no PG credit line. Even if they checked your credit on the personal side and then offered you, say, $100,000 credit line that's no PG, say ramp, for instance, and then say you defaulted months later or whatever and weren't unable to pay it back, they can only go after the business. They're not going to come after you personally, and they can't come after you personally. Even though they checked your personal credit, they still can't come after you because it's no PG. So it's more of a risk. KYC, know your client. It's part of a lot of the fintechs. That's what they do. But if you're talking about like JCPenney's, Lowe's, Sam's Club, those are all going to be like no PG. They're not even checking your personal credit. The ones I'm talking about are your flex lines and a lot of these newer credit lines that just started in the last 4 or 5 years. They're called fintechs, financial technology companies. Fair Figure's a financial technology company. Torpago is, Divvy, Bill, Ramp, Torpago. All these are fintechs. Row, Brex, those are all fintechs. So let's see here. You lost sound. Is the sound still going? Oh, is there something wrong with my sound? Anita said she lost sound. I would say there's not a magic number, honestly, because there's just so many variables. That's why I said that with business credit, there's not a course that anybody can offer. That's why, like, especially in 2025, even 2024, maybe a course in 2020 was more beneficial, but in today, no, there's no course on business credit. Even though I am going to be launching a business credit course, but it's more going to be like a foundation course. But it's not like a business credit course can only take you so far because everybody is in a different situation. Everybody has a different credit score. Everybody has a different goal, what they're trying to go after. Like there's just so many variables involved that no course could possibly cover. Even me, I'll be arrogant enough to say there's nobody smarter when it comes to business credit in the United States than me, and I would challenge anybody to, I would debate anybody that wants to tie Crando or anybody, and no problem. I'm sure I'd win that debate. But even myself, I don't feel confident that I could even put together a course that's a one size fits all. I'm putting together a business credit course that I will be offering later this year, but it's only going to get you so far. It's not going to get you, it's not going to get you this. I can tell you that right now. It's not going to get you this. Unless you just want to personally guarantee everything. And there's no reason to PG anything until you have to, period. The whole point of business credit is don't personal guarantee anything unless you have to, If you just still keep on PGing everything, it's going to hurt your personal credit. It's going to hurt your livelihood eventually one day. You don't know how the future, what's going to happen in the future with your business or economy, government, or anything. There's just so many factors and variables. Don't take a chance on that, So, yeah. Points blank, Rod. What's up, Robbie? I sent you a text. You never sent me a text back. Let's see here. Rankas Technology. Use my link. I think it works if it's automated with my link, but anyways, you could probably still use the promo code GBC25. It doesn't matter if you use my link actually or not. Uppercase, caps lock, GBC25 or GBC50. It's one of the two. I think Aaron enabled both of them. It gets you 50% off. Try it without my link then. Yeah, try it without my link. Just go to fairfigure.com and try to sign up and do that. Let me know if that works or not. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'll reach out to Aaron right away. You guys, if you guys try to sign up tonight and that doesn't work, don't sign up. Wait until I'll literally contact Aaron tonight and it'll be fixed like momentarily. He's quick about things like that. But it should be working though, because I had somebody sign up yesterday with my client portal and it worked. So I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover, you guys, tonight. If anybody is interested in my one-on-one business credit mentorship, just text me that number 937-423-9954. Just text that you're interested in my one-on-one business credit mentorship. Free consultation, doesn't cost anything, and then we can see if it's a good fit for you or not. You're not going to talk to an employee or anything like that. You'll talk directly with me. At least text, and then we can dial something in either for later tonight or later this week, tomorrow. And then we can go from there. But if you're just tuning in, I would advise you to watch the replay, go back and watch what I talked about, because I gave a lot of good free advice out. And then, we can go from there. And if you're just tuning in, definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because I do have several new videos that I am dropping for 2025. The Get Business Credit YouTube channel is going to be changing quite a bit from the last year. The last year, I didn't put out much content, as much as I normally did in prior years, because I went through some brain surgeries for my early onset Parkinson's, but things are better now. So good thing for that. But anyways, with all that being said, you guys appreciate your time, and let's hope 2025, let's not hope, let's make 2025 great. And if you guys want to achieve like this, just put in the hard work. That's all you have to do. You don't even necessarily need to do my mentorship. I mean, here you guys go. There's my black card. Here, let me take it out. Again, this is not a card you should try to get, because it's more of a flex card, but there you go. There's my Centurion Black card. It has the focus. It's not focusing. Anyways. But I was not even with American Express more than 14 months, and I got that. Rod here, Points Blank Travel, he was one that got me kind of hooked on American Express. Now I have almost every American Express card known to existence. I don't want to say all, but I have like 12 American Express cards, personal and business, but didn't have all that before. But anyways, I've been building business credit up for my own businesses for, I would say, since 2002 or 2003, but never started teaching it until I realized it was a problem with the bad information being put out there online. And a friend of mine came to me and said, "Hey, I've spent almost $3,000 trying to build business credit and going in the wrong direction. Can't get approved for anything besides cardboard boxes and packaging tape and backhoe rentals and crane rentals. Who needs that stuff, But anyways, I'm going to try to do another live stream either tomorrow or Thursday. So you guys tune in for that. It'll probably be earlier, like maybe 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if anybody's interested in my one-on-one business credit mentorship, I have 4 or 5 more spots available now. Some come available, so it's always fluctuating. I won't take on more than 60 at one point of time. It's 12 weeks, 16 weeks, 26 weeks, and 52 weeks. We can discuss all that, but it's a free consultation. Just text 937-423-9954, and we'll go from there. Rankness Technology, I'm going to reach out right away to Aaron right now. Now that you said that, I'm going to reach out to him right now. So anybody wanting to sign up for a fair figure, hold off, wait, sign up tomorrow. And that GBC 25, GBC 50 will be working. Promise you. I'm going to send a message right now. Anyways, with all that being said, you guys take care, and thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and all notifications turn on. And if you're wanting to do a mentorship consultation, just text now, 937-423-9954. And I maybe can do 2 or 3 consultations tonight. And even if not tonight, it'll be tomorrow or the next couple days. Okay? You guys take care. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye-bye.